Hello, everyone. This is Jordan. Welcome to the Daily Gold YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. This video is being recorded on Christmas Eve, Tuesday, December 24th. It's almost Christmas here in the Cascade Mountains. If you're watching this, it's probably Christmas already for most of you. So, to all of you out there, I would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and very happy holidays as we go through the holiday season here and into the end of it and the new year. First thing I want to talk about, just a housekeeping item. Yesterday, I did send the first draft copy of my new book to premium subscribers. I will be including a bonus chapter about de-dollarization from my friend Vince Lancy, Professor Vinny. So I am going over that, and I'm going to include that in the book. I'm also going to make a few minor edits here and there, but it should be completely done and ready in early January. And in that case, I will be making it available to the public for free sometime in January. So look forward to that. Now, for the purpose of this video, I only have one chart. Well, actually, I have two charts. I'm sorry, I have two charts. The first chart here is if you look at some gold stock indices, they are actually showing some really bullish long-term bases. So here we have GDX, the XAU, and XGD in Canada. And so this is basically the Canadian GDX. And what's interesting about this is GDX, but it's very close, I would say, to if you're pricing GDX in Canadian dollars rather than US dollars. And we know the Canadian dollar has been weaker because the US dollar has been very strong. And so look at this. I mean, this is an incredible base going back to 2011. So again, this is like the GDX ETF for Canada, XGD. And so we can see here, I mean, it's not really a cup and handle, but this is kind of a big cup here. And then this could be a handle, but also this could be its own cup. I mean, it's unconventional, but we can see clearly here, it's tested this numerous times. Correction now. I have the 400-day moving averages here. If you watched my last video or the second to last one, I talked about the importance of the 400-day after the 200-day. And so for gold stocks, it's possible they could have a short-term rally, but they could even come down and test the 400-day here. They could bounce around and go sideways for much of the year. But if we get the yield curve steepening, the economy really running into trouble, and the Fed has to reaccelerate those rate cuts, then we're going to see precious metals move higher, and we're going to see gold stocks explode out of all these bases. So this is GDX here, and yes, kind of a false breakout here. Nasty correction in a short-term sense. A lot of the short-term candles and price action really looks bad. I think most of the damage has been done. But again, this is a 4-year base right here. I mean, same thing here in the XAU. This is a 4-year base. And so, yeah, this thing could bounce around, have a rally, correct more, and it could make a move like that before the end of the year. I mean, it's very possible. That's where we are with gold stocks. Everybody, again, hates them. People who own them are disgusted by them. That may or may not be yours truly. But you have to think about the technical setup here, and that a huge breakout in 2025 is very possible, given the technical setup and the fundamentals we discussed in the recent Macro Mondays. And so last chart here, I've showed this before. So this is the percentage of capital that's in gold mining ETFs divided by all equity ETFs. And again, look where we are. I mean, this thing is way off the high. You look at this looks like we're still in a secular bear market for gold stocks. Now, we have been for almost 15 years. And look at the low. I mean, this thing is at its lowest point, I think, since 07 or 08. So if the stock market sells off and runs into trouble, I should say, who are going to sell gold and gold stocks? Yeah, there might be a little selling here and there, but they're in position to completely diverge from the next bear market in stocks. And this chart, you see, and you've probably seen the same one for gold, but this chart just shows you nobody owns these things right now. So there's not going to be a huge amount of selling. So I really, really like the setup for gold stocks going into 2025. Again, look at the technicals. Super bullish basis here. Yes, these are probably not going to break out in the next 2, 3, 4 months. Maybe it takes half the year, maybe it takes most of the year. But these are really bullish setups looking out for the next few years. And you have that, you have nobody owning the stocks. All you need is the yield curve steepening, downturn in the US, recession, people selling stocks, 60-40 breaks out, et cetera, et cetera. So this is just something I've been thinking about the last day or two. You look at these gold stock indices and yeah, I mean, you zoom out quite a bit and oh, these things are looking like they could really explode, in the next year or so. So that's what I'm thinking about. Wanted to get out a video to you guys on Christmas. And let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Would love to hear from you. And thank you all for tuning in for this video. Again, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. All the best in health and wealth. Very prosperous to all you guys in 2025. And talk to you guys again, hopefully on Friday for the weekly recap. Thanks.